Stupid Joe.
I understand what it is about Trump that people don't like,
Yeah.
obviously. I get it. I know Trump and I like Trump. I think he's hilarious and interesting. But I certainly understand why people don't like him, for sure. It's very obvious. But what I don't understand is the hysteria and the brain shutting down and doing the opposite just for the sake of giving the finger to Trump. Like, I don't get that.
So triggered.
What is that?
Just people are very triggered.
But why? What is it
about?
Trump?
Foundational. I think there are foundational things to our life: politics, religion. These are foundational to our reality and what we've built our life on. And when you pull one of those out from the foundation, this is my opinion, but I think that what happens is there's an implied subconscious understanding that when you pull out one of those building blocks, that it's going to be a snowball effect for the rest of your life. Like if you pull out one of those foundational elements, what else isn't true?
No, it's true.
What else about your life isn't going to work anymore? And that is a global life change to pull something foundational out.
I didn't expect you to be the smartest professional athlete. No, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't. That's a very wise point.
Yes, like Dr. Carson said, before we go into this video, I don't understand why people hate Trump. Something recently happened. According to this article, Maher hit back at liberal critics claiming he has changed. Is that your ideas are stupid? When you go down the article, comedian Maher hit back at critics claiming he has changed on Sunday during an interview on CNN, suggesting that it was the love that had changed and it will not shy away from calling that out. If you notice something, recently Maher has been, like on both sides. He says things that liberals don't like, especially, aligning with some things, you know, with conservatives, and it has become a problem. He is taking heat on both sides. There is this video. Let me play it.
You basically go after Trump and Biden, both of them, and a lot of people are not happy with you about that. I'm
not equally.
Well, not equally, because you know that Trump is more dangerous.
Of course. I mean, I don't think anybody was more out front on that danger than I was. I was talking about how he was never going to give up power. Long ago, when everybody was laughing at me and said, "You smoke too much pot," and I said, "I smoke just the right amount of pot," because plainly, I was using the term slow-moving coup before he was elected the first time.
That's right.
I said, this guy is never going to concede power. It's impossible to imagine him going, "Oh, I lost."
Yeah, can't do it.
That's just not in his nature.
So, but I'm nervous about saying anything against Biden because I feel, not that I have so much power, and you have some more than I do, obviously, but...
Oh, I don't know about that.
Are you afraid that you might, influence people who are on the fence?
I think you lose all credibility. I do. I mean, my bond with my audience has always been, I don't pull a punch.
Yeah.
My bond with my audience is, you're not going to like everything I say, but I'm saying what I really think is true.
Right.
That's...
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And look, Biden just presents as old. It's not really fair.
No.
Because he's almost the same age. Trump is almost the same age as him.
I know.
But Trump doesn't present that way. You look at somebody right away, you can kind of just sum them up. I mean, we are not young, but we don't present as old.
Yeah.
Biden does. I saw him yesterday making that speech.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, he's cadaver-like.
Yes, these are the uncomfortable truth people like the view Joy Behar cannot take. She is clearly telling us that she censored critics of Biden.
I heard a couple of people say, or maybe they wrote it online, that, well, I'm a hypocrite.
Let me ask you a broader question, which is, a lot of people will say, look, this is how you get change. It's noisy. Some people say the wrong thing. Some people go too far. But the whole tradition of this kind of expansion of rights, it's messy, it's chaotic. Yeah, there's probably a bunch of excess, as there probably was in the 60s. There was the Black Panthers and the Weathermen and things like that. But they think of you as somebody who was, you were okay with all that, but you've turned.
I haven't turned. Yes, people have said to me, you make fun of the left more than you used to. And guilty, I have, because the left has changed. Now, the right has changed also, and even worse. I mean, the right doesn't believe in democracy anymore. I mean, they've thrown their lot in with this sociopath named Donald Trump, who only thinks elections count when we win. Okay, well, that's worse. But it's not like the left hasn't changed also. So I'm going to call it out wherever I see it. I mean, there are things that have to do with, gender and race and free speech and just ideas about, you can be healthy at any weight, and gender is always a social construct, and maybe we should give communism another try, and maybe we should get rid of capitalism and the border patrol, and let's tear down statues of Lincoln and get rid of the police. Just, no. It's not that I've gotten old, it's that your ideas are stupid, okay?
Common sense is still common sense.
Yes, common sense is common sense, and I'm going to call it out wherever it is on the spectrum.
Let me ask you about a related thing that you've written about and talked about, which I find very interesting. You think that men in particular have lost young men have lost the ability to communicate, to date, to know how to court women?
Yes, I think this is going to be a very big problem.
Yes, I believe you have seen where Maher usually agrees with you, and Libras are not happy with this. You saw the view. You criticize Biden and Trump, and people are not happy with that? Okay, criticize only Trump alone, right? Don't criticize Biden. That is what they imply. So you will see exactly where they don't get it. Maher is struggling to balance his audience on both sides. Like, I should be 50-50 at this age. That is what this man is struggling to do. If you have not realized, there are things Maher used to see and oppose, but today he is standing up for. His tone on certain issues like race, gender, has changed over time. These are some of the things that Libras don't agree with him. They want him to see things like the way they do. If this is wrong, Maher should agree that it is wrong. So you will see exactly where the problem is coming from. I haven't turned years. People have said to me, you make fun of the left more than you used to. And guilty I have, because the left has changed. Maher said before arguing the right has changed as well, and for even worse. You can see it. The kind of things they're outlining here, very insane to even mention. Because a normal person that is reasoning will see it clearly, like we should be able to talk like this. If you are opposing, like, don't chop up a child's body part. If you are standing up for certain things, then you are crazy. Someone coming to call that out, then you are going mad. I don't know how to describe you. It is high time people rise up and see things the right way. You cannot be bad throughout. You can see change, and God will forgive you. So, thank you guys for always being there. It will do you no harm if you share out this video.
Did you hear what AOC said?